guys, it's Paper Mania Heather. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to turn this into this. Isn't it lovely? It's a loaded pocket. It's full of so many goodies. So let's get started. You're going to want to take 2 standard novel size pages from any old book. And what we're going to do is fold these into separate pockets. So I'm going to do the first one kind of quickly. And then on the second one, I'll explain it more. But basically, we're folding each piece of paper one time. And then we're going to tuck one into the folds made on the other one. So the page on the left is actually going to be the back of the pocket and the first section, and that you can see here. So here and here is going to be this page, and then this page will be here and here, the middle section. So the first section we're going to make by folding this page about 4 centimeters or about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. The second page we're going to fold, but it's going to be a slightly larger fold. It'll be about 7 to 8 centimeters or about 2.5 to 3 inches. And really, it doesn't have to be exact. You can make the pockets as big or as small as you want to. So then we're going to tuck that inside. And as you can see, it measures about 4 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters. So again, it's not perfect, but you want to make sure that you have 4 pockets. And I decided that I didn't like that blank space on the bottom, so I just flipped mine around so that it had more writing. I think that looked a little bit better. Now that we have our folds and our sections, we're going to want to secure them. And this time I chose to do that by using washi tape. In the past I've used glue and regular Scotch tape, but I really like the flexibility of the washi tape, and it really allows you to put more goodies in there so it can truly be a loaded pocket. So we're going to want to take a piece of washi tape that's about the size of 3 sections, and we're going to go up to the 3rd section from the bottom, and we're going to tape halfway on the front, and then we're going to flip it over and fold it over to cover the back side. And if you have any extra like I do, you can just trim it off. Also, I noticed that I put the washi a little bit over the top of the 3rd pocket, so I just trimmed it a little so that I could open that pocket all the way and really have enough space to put many things in there. You're going to want to do that again on the other side. This particular washi tape I chose has vintage maps on it, and I thought it looked really cool with the old book paper. But really, any kind of washi tape and any kind of pages you can mix and match to match whatever style that you like. I particularly wanted to go with the vintage style this time because I'm really liking working with the vintage elements, and I just think it looks really cool with these old book pages. The washi tape doesn't have to be perfectly over half of it. As you can see, mine's kind of crooked. But if you want to secure it more, you can put another piece of washi tape over that side. In this case, I just used the bottom part and kind of trimmed it to where it would wrap around and secure it. And that's really all you need to do to secure the pockets. We're not going to be cramming so much stuff in here that it doesn't need to be strongly reinforced. We're just going to use it to put in some ephemera and some stickers. The reason I'm making two is because I have two pen pals in particular that really like the vintage style. And recently I got in some really nice stationery that I thought would kind of work with this vintage vibe. So I thought this was a really good time to show you guys one of the things that I like to include in my letters to my pen pals. I would love to hear in the comments what you guys like to include in your letters if you're into pen paling. I'm fairly new to the snail mail community, but I'm really enjoying the feeling of when I go to my mailbox and there's a letter in there from a dear friend. I love reading the letters. I love writing back. I'm really enjoying everything about letter writing and about being part of the snail mail community. Also, if you're looking for a pen pal, there's a popular hashtag on Instagram that I recommend. It's Pen Pals Wanted or Pen Pal Search. And if you click on that hashtag, you can find a lot of people that are looking for pen pals as well. And it's nice to maybe introduce yourself to somebody if you want to start writing letters. I wouldn't jump into sending your address right away. It's kind of good to get to know them because, you know, that's a stranger on the internet. You really want to be careful, but at the same time, don't be so afraid to ask people, especially if they use that hashtag. That means that they're looking for somebody like you to write a letter to. So now I want to put a envelope on the back, and that is for holding the letter, and I like to put tea in it as well. So it's kind of like a package saying, enjoy my letter with a warm cup of tea. So what I'm going to do is use these Muji envelopes, and I'm going to cut the flap off because I just want it to be an open pouch. And I could just make a pouch, but I really like this brown craft paper look of these envelopes, and I think it looks really nice with all the vintage going on. So I like to put it vertical instead of horizontal because horizontal will kind of put a lot of pressure on it, but vertical like this, you can put the tea in there and it won't warp the shape of the pocket. So I'm just going to glue those down to the back of the pocket. This particular glue I'm using is actually scented. It has a floral scent. The brand is Tombow. I will see if I can find a link and post it in the description, but I just bought this one at the dollar store, which, as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, I love the dollar store. So now that the envelopes are on, we're going to flip it over and let them dry a little bit. And now we've come to my favorite part, which is stuffing them full of goodies. So first I want to put a doily in the top of each one. The doilies I got at the dollar store also. And then these postcards, they're just vintage Japanese postcards. I'm actually going to put them on the back later when I finish and when I send these out. So I like to do a lot of contemplating about what to put in there, mainly because I want to show some love to my friends, but also because I want it to look nice when they open their mail. So the first thing I'm gonna put in is these tiny airmail sets. And I'm not gonna fill it out because I want them to be able to use it to maybe write a note to somebody. And I just think it's the cutest thing, these tiny little envelopes and these little pieces of paper. And I bought these at a mall called Eon, but I will try to find something similar or maybe the same thing on Amazon, and if I can, I'll put the link in the description. So next I'm getting out some gift tags, and these are going to be used for washi samples. And I just really like the way that the brown tags kind of match with the vintage look. In addition to these large brown tags, I have these little white ones as well. So we're going to do 2 different sizes of washi sample. And I tried it before with the same size brown tags, and I just think it looks more interesting with the 2 different colors of tags and the 2 different sizes. So I'm going through some of my washi tape to find some vintage or some washi tape that would match the browns and the neutral tones. So I think maybe about 4 washi samples will fit on these tags. So I'm going to select the 4 that I think would match. And making washi samples is pretty easy. You just want to wrap it around as much as you want to share. And then it's good to make sure that it's kind of wrapped on top of itself. If it's uneven, it kind of looks messy, but either way is fine. It's the thought behind it, the fact that you want to share what you have with somebody else. You want to share your stationery so that somebody else can create something with it. It's, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's the thought that counts. So I'm going to add the washi to the pocket, and I'm not going to put them in the same pocket because, again, I just think it looks better if they're in another pocket. It looks more visually interesting. So next I want to add some stickers, and I want to make little envelopes. Before I was using some plastic bags, but for this I think it looks better to have some paper. So I just took an envelope template that I got off the internet, and I'm just tracing that onto a piece of origami paper. And I'm gonna cut that out and glue it together to make an envelope. And I'm thinking to put those in the middle pocket because they're kind of tall. If I put them in the first pocket, maybe they'll stick out too much. So now we're going to put the stickers in. I got these vintage stickers off Japanese Amazon, and the dictionary paper, maybe you guys know I got it from my friend in Germany. But I think you can get these stickers from AliExpress. I will try to find a link and put it in the description as well. And I put in 2 pieces of this tiny dictionary paper, but I thought it looked nice to have it in the pocket also. And I'm going to seal these envelopes with my favorite stickers, the $1 Wonders from the 100 yen shop. They're little buttons, and I think every project I use these button stickers because I love them so much. Next, I'm just tucking in some colorful vintage images that I found on the internet, and I printed those on tracing paper, so they give it kind of a vellum look, so I think it looks really cool. I'm also tucking in a big sticker, one of these that I got from Amazon as well. It wouldn't fit in the envelope, but I kind of like how this pocket looks when things are sticking out of it. And of course, it's time to decorate. So I got some more stickers, and I'm loving the oranges and the yellows. So we're gonna put some washi tape down first. So I'm gonna put these yellow and orange flower stickers on, and as you can see, I'm leaving a little space on the front, and that's because I'm going to take my Dymo label maker and sort of punch out some words as a quote to put on the front there. And the first quote that I'm punching out here on my label maker is "Enjoy the little things." And I really like the black and white sort of simplicity of this Dymo label maker. The next quote that I'm punching out is "Good things take time." And I really feel that with this label maker because it does take a little bit of time. You got to punch out each letter, but good things take time. So I think visually the payoff is totally worth the time it takes to punch out each of the letters. Also, I'll try to find a link for a Dymo label maker or some other similar brand, but I highly recommend it. I bought that a while ago and I've been using it nonstop. The next thing I'm including in the pocket is this quote that I printed out on craft paper. And I also printed this floral pattern. I got this print for free off of prettythingsforyou.com. I'll put the link in the description as well. They have tons of like free scrapbooking paper that you can print off. I love their designs. Especially, I love how it looks printed on this craft paper. So I'm just sticking the final elements into the loaded pocket. This quote is a quote by Lord Byron. It says, "Letter writing is the only device combining solitude with good company." And that's one of my favorite quotes because I really agree. You're by yourself, but you're really reaching out to somebody. So it's like you're with your close friend when you're writing a letter. The last thing I'm going to put in the front of the pocket are these girl stickers. I just got these today off AliExpress. They came in the mail. And already I wanted to use them. I like them so much. So I'm putting some finishing decorative touches on the back envelope, some butterfly stickers and some washi tape. And that's just to provide visual interest and also reinforce the envelope on the back. And there you have it. That is my finished loaded pocket. I loaded the back with some tea as well as the letter, and those will be sent off to some of my wonderful pen pals. Thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please like, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.